What it is, welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Retro Neo Ness. And look who I have here today in the game room.
What's
Mr.
up?
Right Way, how you doing,
What's up,
buddy?
brother?
Good to see you, man.
We got a Neo Geo on today,
Yes,
man.
sir. We're all in the mix, and we got a bangarang of games here. My man, Mr. Right Way, what got you back into Neo Geo, bro? You've been talking a lot of mess. A lot of mess.
On the podcast, I know I've been
Yes.
talking about this rich, you know what, right
Oh
here.
my gosh.
This man got a dang house in his house.
No, I don't, bro. You was here. I do not.
I counted it up.
What you mean you counted it
Yeah,
out?
counted it up.
You was over there with a
Man.
calculator on the side while we was having a conversation like this.
He was making
I
mental
counted
notes.
my
in his
head.
head. I know
He
these
got
games.
this gosh.
I guess I'm being a rich one too. No, I don't know, no. But in this video, we're gonna show you like how to get into the Neo Geo world very cheap. Everybody's always intimidated. What got me back in it? Man, like in 2017, I had started my Neo Geo journey.
Yep.
I remember my first game was Soccer Brawl.
Ooh.
I got it in Florida.
Okay.
It was just like, and I got that in a stack of games. I'm like, I didn't really know much about it, but you know the mystery about Neo Geo, like, ooh, the kind of like a game, and you
Yeah.
want to get that.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, I started a collection, and right at 2020, I had to sell it because I had to do some things for the house and other stuff, and it was just, at that time, it was just, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I missed collecting for it. I really did one thing, PlayStation and Neo Geo.
Hey.
Now, you know how I love my PlayStation.
I know you love your PlayStation.
But my Neo Geo, I was like, okay, I gotta get back into it. So what I decided to do to how to get back into it is I did a lot of trades, y'all. Y'all see the other videos I did on my channel about how I got up to this point. You see all the trades I did, but also, you know, trades, I always say trades are the key, like, to get back in here. Now, you can either trade or you can have deep pockets like this boy right here, you know.
Oh my goodness. Don't listen to that.
Well, make sure y'all stay to the end because we're going to show you the ultimate way to get in Neo Geo super cheap. So make sure you stay to the end of the video. But yeah, man, that's what I did. I got back into it. So just really missed it. I really missed
Man,
it. So
when you were getting out, I was getting in.
yeah, and it's so crazy, right, y'all? The game I sold some of my games like locally, right? And this dude, when he's coming in, he bought that game and it's actually sitting right here. Show it, man.
Yeah, so King of Fighters 96. This is on the Neo Geo AES. This is actually the Japanese version. So I actually, when I was first starting the Neo Geo collection, I saw his video and I was like, wait, that's King of Fighters. That's a Neo Geo game.
Yeah.
And I knew exactly the location where he purchased it. And I was like, I'm going straight there to pick it up. And I've had it for the last 3 years.
It's
so
good though. It's
appreciate
good. Yeah,
you.
no problem, man. Hey, it went to a good home, but it's so funny how that right there brought us back here.
All
you
the
know?
way back.
That is crazy, right?
It's awesome, man. It's great.
So the first tier is how to get in, just like he did, buying Japanese games. So
Yes.
Japanese games. Now these games right here, they range from $100 to maybe $500.
Yes.
And that's the cheap end in Neo Geo. I know a lot of you like, whoa, but don't let that scare you because like I said, you can do trades. Go back, watch your other video, but yo, show some of these games right here.
Yeah, so we've got, of course, the King of Fighters 96. In
That was
Japanese.
what, how much you paid for that one?
This was 120 bucks.
Easy, if you want to get in this world. So like I said, that's the below, $120 for this one. And then go to the next one.
King of Fighters 95. I know we've got a lot of King of Fighters games here, but I have some other Japanese games.
I love that cover.
I love this cover, man. It's very similar to the English cover as well, but this is a really awesome game. This was actually my first introduction to King of Fighters. 95 was it, and I had it on PlayStation.
Oh,
Some
man.
other ones here. 97 King of Fighters.
And that price is
This one was $250 for this one.
$250. Okay.
Yes. And then of course
2000.
2000, which this one,
There's controversy in there, especially the American game.
yes. So there's a lot of controversy around this one. This technically didn't get an English cover, so there was only a Japanese cover for this. Now other folks in the community will say, hey, there was a particular group that created a authentic cover in English, but only 100 of those were made. So
And they're super expensive.
super expensive. So I just stick to the Japanese cover for King of Fighters 2000, and it plays exactly the same.
And what's so special about the Japanese games, I just did a video about modding my system. We both have Japanese AES systems. If you put a Unibias 4, the chip is like $10. If you know how to solder, if you don't, get somebody to do it. You can get somebody like $50 to $100. Amazon gift card, give them something to fix your system. You can play your American games or Japanese games in English. What's so cool about the AES, the Japanese game, it has the English ROMs. And the English games has Japanese ROMs, so you get the best of both worlds. And these things are huge. Now me, I just got back in it, so some of the games I got, I did a lot of trades, right? So this game is Ghost Pilot, and this one is super duper clean. I mean, let me show you how clean it is. Let's open this one up.
Oh yeah, gotta see it. It's
Yeah.
a clean
So
copy.
most Neo Geo games come with what you call this?
The baggie. The baggie.
That's what it's called. It is called the baggie. I know, the baggie. And then you got the cart itself. The cart right here is huge. It's big, and it does have that 90s smell.
Gotta have it. You always gotta smell your Neo Geo
You
games.
do. And you're gonna be talking about a lot more Neo Geo games coming up on your series. Y'all, this series come up. You see what's behind me? Every game. He's gonna talk about prices. He's gonna talk about history. He's gonna be showing you. He's gonna be smelling it. So you know. But this is good. This is a complete game. Ghost Pilots is probably about $350 to $500 in condition. I probably could get $500 for this. This is on the low. This is on the top end of the low end because it is so mint. But I traded for that, so go check the other videos out. Next game I got. Oh,
World Heroes 2.
Now what's so great about World Heroes 2? And this game is probably about $350, probably.
Yeah.
Between
around there.
$350 to $500. But it still has the old electronic boutique sticker for $249 on it, if you can see that.
Don't take it off.
I'm not taking that off. It's like history. I'm not taking
It's
that
a
off.
lot of history.
And then a game that me and my lady played, and we got our butt kicked in it. Now, there's two versions of this game. NAM 1975. This right here. It says bring back the nightmare. It is a nightmare. You have to learn how to play this game.
Yeah.
The voice acting in this game is really good.
For the time, it's
Yes,
amazing.
really good. Now it's two versions. I have the uncensored version where it can show like, oh, cleavage and legs. Ooh, you know, back in the 90s you couldn't do that. You know, it's really weird. But you have the uncensored version. You have the censored version, and see, it has the baggie.
Yep.
And there's a clean cart. This game, $450, but the low end you can get one about $200 bucks. So about $200 to $450. And then one of my favorite games right here, King of the Fighters 94, baby. This game, I just love this color. I love this game. Introduced 3-on-3 fighting. This right here, this one is volatile because it's starting to rise in price. This is about $350, but I seen a clean copy sold for like $600 to $700.
Wow.
But yes, and that's what's crazy about the low end on the Neo Geo when getting in. It is volatile, but you can get in. But another thing, how you can play Neo Geo games is cart only.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people don't want cart only, but if you want to get in, get you a Neo Geo, and then get you a cart, just like people who collect Super Nintendo games, you got carts.
Yep.
And what's so beneficial about that? Just a cart only.
I mean, you don't have to worry about condition snobs and all that. You don't have to worry about the yes. You don't have to worry about manuals and things of that nature. I know there's a couple other ways that you can do it. Having a Neo Geo AES, there's converters out there where you can actually play MVS games and place them in your AES, or you can do like the 150-in-1 carts as well, kind of like your EverDrives, where you just have one whole cart. You put it in your AES and you've got the whole library. That's if you're just really wanting to play on the original hardware, which is great. Or you can go down this path and start collecting a lot of the awesome titles that the library has.
And I already hear people typing in it, what about MVS? Explain what MVS to.
Yeah, the multi-video system, or MVS, is for the arcade machines for Neo Geo.
And they are bare bones.
Bare bones, they're ugly, but you'll find a lot of these out in the wild and they're beat up because that's what they were. You know, a lot of the arcade systems back in the day, a lot of the arcades, they would just have these. They would get swapped out for all the new Neo Geo games that would come out. This one right here, I happen to have a Metal Slug 2 that I got.
Such a good game.
An awesome game.
Oh my goodness, that
This
game is
one's
great.
surprisingly clean, and I picked this one up at Retropalooza this year,
Dang.
and that was $70.
$70, y'all.
$70
Get
bucks.
in. Can you play this on your AES?
I can't, so I don't have a converter, but I actually have a consoleized MVS.
Oh, really?
From
Okay.
GamesCare. So what it is it's basically the board, and then they've modified it down into a consoleized version. And all you do is you just slot the MVS card in there. Plays just like an AES.
There you go, another very cheap option to play these games on. It's like you can get into the Neo Geo system so easy.
Oh, yeah.
You have Japanese. You have the really basic $250 to $500 games.
Yep.
And then you have MVS cards that are low as like $70. And a lot of people are giving these things away because a lot of people who collect the Neo Geo community, they actually want everything complete. But you don't have to be like us. You don't like you say,
Yeah.
collect the way you want to play.
Collect and play the way you want to collect and play. That's always the best way to do it.
And this right here. Now, we finna go into another round. Now, before we get to the expensive stuff, guys, we want to show you an ultimate way to play the entire library. Take it away, man.
Oh yeah, so if you don't have space in your house for an MVS cabinet, there's an easier way of doing it, and it's with my trusty MVSX cabinet. It's an awesome little replica
And we're showing
arcade
video of it
cabinet.
right here.
And we're showing video right here. I actually modded this with the entire library of the Neo Geo console, so it's got everything, all the MVS games that were exclusive that didn't make it to the AES console, as well as all the other games. And I play through all these, especially for some of the games that I don't get a chance to purchase yet. I get to test them out on my MVSX and really get my hands on the game and really understand, is this a game that I want to purchase right now, or is it a game that I just want to wait for later on down the road? So check out some of the awesome footage that I have of me playing this.
So yeah, guys, now on the next video, you gotta come back because we're gonna talk about expensive.
Woo!
Just make it tight.
My pockets are crying.
We're gonna talk about some games like Real Bout Special, or the game I don't even have, and this rich, have right here, Mark of the Wolves. So guys, thank you so much on this video, man.
I really do appreciate it,
We're
man.
gonna be back on the next one, guys, and like I say, always do it the right way.
And collect and play the way that you want to collect and play your games. And I'll check you next time. Peace.